Okay. So in the last class, we were learning about how to open a file and read some data from a file. Okay. So in this class, we will also learn some. Let me revise that one. So in the last class, actually, we opened a file, and as I said that you will write like fh is equal to open. Thereafter you will provide name of the file in our case, and thereafter read mode. This one was in our last class. So here file name, as I said that one should make a folder. For example, I have made this one folder, and in which our programs are resided. So see that here my txt dot my text dot txt. So here my text dot txt, this one. So what happened, this is as I said that you can say it file handle or file object. Okay, and this file handle is used to manipulate file. You can say that reading file, writing file, okay, appending, the whole operation will be done by this file handle. And thereafter what did we do? We tried to read some data from this file. Okay, let me write this one very clear. It seems that my text dot txt, okay, in double quotes. So this one is file name, this one is mode, and this is file name. So this, see that this is the open function. This argument is string, and this is also string. Okay. So this is string, and this is a default argument. Default argument. Okay. See that here if you do not provide anything, so by default it would be in read mode. Okay, so we did that one. Thereafter what did we do? We read some bytes. So I will write the data is equal to file handle dot read. We actually we used read function to read some bytes, so 20 I put that, and thereafter you can print. This was the straightforward program: opening file, reading some data, and print that. Okay, so here we specified number of bytes to be read. Okay, number of bytes to be read, and thereafter see that one more thing I would like to say that here we are specifying. Let us think about read function here. If you specified read 20, okay, so it will read 20 bytes. if you do not provide anything, if you do not provide anything inside read, so it will read entire file. Okay, so it will read entire file. So let us see also this one. Now I am going to open the last program. Actually it was file no, fh1 not, I think I have deleted. Okay, I have deleted. So let me uh, this one delete one, and thereafter fh, it means file handle, open thereafter my text dot txt, thereafter txt, thereafter comma, we used read mode. Also we learnt about write mode, but if file is already existing, so we can use read mode. And thereafter what did we do? We read the file content into a variable data. Thereafter fh dot read, fh.read we used. And what did we do? We read 20 bytes. Thereafter print data. Okay, and if you print it, obviously you will see 20 bytes. Okay, actually if you count it, so this is 20 bytes: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 bytes. But as I said, that if you do not provide any value inside read, so it will read entire file. So be careful about that. If you do not provide anything inside read function, so it will read the entire file. So see that this is the working of read function. So if you want to read whole file, so do not provide anything inside that file. Okay, let me put some more content. Actually this file is I'm talking about. See that I'm copying it and pasting below same content, control V. So see that if you do not want to read specific number of bytes or specific number of text or data, so just do not specify anything inside read. Do not specify size of bytes. Okay, so these two variants of read function you can use to read a file. Okay, now let us move towards, actually there are other functions as well. Okay, so another function is here. There are three variants of read function. You can say that three read functions. So another function is read line. Okay, so read, so I'm writing fh dot read line. Okay, because okay, read line. So see that what will happen, read line will read a single line. Okay, so let us see that practically. Read line, so if we use read line, okay, so let us run it. Okay, I think a single line has, a Python program has read. If I provide 2, let us see that. Okay, if I provide 2, so it will read 2 bytes. But if I do not provide anything, so read line will read a single line. Okay, this is a computer science class in which, so you can see that the file is here. my text here. So see that this line has read line function read, this one. Okay. So single line. But if you provide arguments as I tried, so it will read only 2 bytes. If I provide here 6, so it will read only 6 bytes. It will be have like read function. So read line is used to read a single line. Okay. So read line function is used to read a single line. Only a single line it will read. Okay. Thereafter, let us see that another function is also. There is a function fh. See that fo you can write read lines. So here s means reading multiple lines. One can read multiple lines. So let us see that. That's why I am. So there are three functions: read line, and read lines. See that read lines. Read lines. I'm not providing anything. Control L. Okay. Okay. So you can see that read lines is reading whole data in the form of list. Okay. So like this one, single. Okay. Thereafter, thereafter this one is in second argument. You can say that a second element of list. The third one is this list element. Fourth one is this list element, and this one is fifth one and sixth one. Okay. Uh, See that read lines will read data as, you can say that, in the form of list. Okay. Let us see the type of data here. This is very important. See that reading data, yes, it is important, but if you know that what a function is returning. So if I say that type of data, okay. So see that, sorry, see that, and control L, and just I am going to put hash before this statement. See that type of this data is a list. So read lines read the data, entire data in the form of list. Okay. And let us see that I'm going to put some argument. Let us try that. I'm going to put 2 only. And thereafter, okay. So if you want to read only 2 lines, okay, using read line you cannot, but read lines. So you can see that this one. This is a computer science class in which we use Python. I haven't written. Second is SQL, Python and SQL. So you can see that this is in the second. Okay, sorry. Actually, first line is first argument. Second line is second argument. Okay. If I say that if I am using 3, because I see that if I am using 3, it's still the same thing. If I am using 4, it's still the same thing. Okay, I will see it why the same thing I am getting only one line. Okay, so see that interesting thing is that I will explain later that one. See that if you want to read only the first line, so another method is that, see that data, actually this is a list, so you can use like this one, data 0. So this should be first line, I think. You can see that. Okay. If you want to print second line, So print data 1. Okay, so see that 2 lines. So this is the benefit of if read lines returning data in the form of list, then whole data. So read lines return data in the form of list. Okay, read lines, it will return a list. So read lines, okay, read all lines and return them in a list. Okay, so read all lines and return them in a list. But we have also experimented that if we provide some arguments, so what will happen, it will read one line. Okay, so if you provide some any argument, so it will return one line. So see that, you can see that this will return a list. Okay, this will return in string form, a single line in string form. So let us see that also. Read line will return data in the form of string. Okay, so see that. Okay, so here I'm going to put here hash. Okay, thereafter data here, and let us check also type of data. What read line is returning, what type of data read line is returning. So let us run it. Okay, so you can see that string. Okay, so here you should remember that this is usually asked. This will return string, this will return all data in the form of list. Read line will return data in the form of string, and you will ask that what will read return. So let us see that our editor is here. So let us erase line from line here. Let us see that, and I think we saw that. Okay, actually read will also return data in the form of string. So here, see that if you are asked that what will read line and read lines, I'm again writing, and please see that read, it will return data in the form of a byte, actually character it is, but in Python there is no character, so actually it is considered as 1 byte string. That's why read will return string. I am going to write other methods, we know that read lines, this will also return string. I'm not going to write here string, sorry, read line, sorry, read line. But if you write read lines, so it will return whole, it will return whole lines, whole lines in the form of a list. Okay, so these three functions are used to read data from a file. So please tell me, have you understood? What are if you are asked that what are differences among these three functions, or what are similarity? Anything could be asked, but differences is logical to be asked. So have you understood, Shashank, Arushi?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So
Yes, sir.
again, very good. So again, I am repeating that. See that read. You will say that here is you might get confused. So here, read will return string. Why I am saying that? Because it returns a single character. Actually, string means a single character means a string having size of 1 byte. Okay, so that's why read and read lines, they will return string, and read lines, it will return a list in which all lines from file it is containing. Okay, one more thing I would like to say that here about read lines. Okay, read lines. So if you have read lines, so again see that I'm going to use that one. Let us print that. Okay, so see that we have I think three lines. Actually I missed. Actually data is first line is first element of list. I missed. I actually said that 6 lines. Okay, so here actually this line we have used comma inside our sentence also. So I you can say that I was wrong. So here first line in first element, second line in second element, and third line is in third element. So see that also there is slash n. This means new line. So this will also print. But if you want to print first line, so data 0. This is the first line. Okay, first line you can say that. Okay, I'm going to also write here in the file. If I say that this one, so this one is I'm going to write line L1 I am going to write L2, L2 and L3. Okay, and I'm going to save. So now see that you must be understanding it. So L1, thereafter line number 2, so data 2, because you are getting benefit of returning data in the form of list, because read line is returning data in the form of list, so that you can get benefited, that manipulation may be easy. Okay, manipulation may be easy for you. So line 2, line 3, you can access each line in the form of a list element. Okay, so these three functions are used to read data from a file. Okay, now we will learn about, actually you have been learning reading data from a file. Now let us learn writing data into file, because these two are, you can say that, important operations. Okay, so let us see that. And writing data into file is also like reading file. Just see that. So once, as I said that fh open you have to use. Okay, and thereafter I'm going to say that I'm write f, file name is write f txt. Okay, and I will open this file into write mode, because this file is not existing. So if you have open your file in write mode, so it would be created. Otherwise if you read this file in read mode, So there would be error, input output error. And if you open this file in write mode, and if file does not exist, so a new file will be created. Okay, and thereafter see that simply, if you want to write, so see that what was happening. If you want to read, so text is already written, but if you want to write, so what will happen? You have some data to be written on that file. So let us define a data. I'm going to write data. I am going to define data. I'm going to write that this is CS class. Okay. So if you are going to write some data onto file, so you should have some data, and thereafter what you will do? You will write fh dot write. See that write function will not return anything because you are going to write here. So data, okay, you will provide data, and thereafter if you print or if you read the file, let us see that. Okay, here a file would be created. Thereafter we have defined a string, and thereafter it would be written on that file. We will open by clicking mouse. Okay, so let us see that. Here uh, see that a new file. I'm going to open a new file because new concept we are learning. So save as I'm going to write WF, write unto file. Okay, so see that as I said that file handle fh, thereafter open file, and what will happen? You will give I'm going to create a new file, write f. This is the file name. Therefore txt. Okay, and thereafter you have to open it into write mode, otherwise it will throw an error that file does not exist. Thereafter you have to have some data to write on write f.txt file. So see that, let us define some data. So I am going to write here data, okay, in the form of string. So I'm going to write that this is CS class. Okay. This is the string, and if you want to write that, so fh dot write, fh dot write function. There is another function to write. We will see that, and see the data you can write onto the file. Let us run it and see that this file does not exist. So see that I'm going to minimize it. Okay, I'm going to see that here. Here write f does not exist. So if I run the program, you will see that the file would be created. See that write f has been created, and if you open that file, this file, see that nothing is here. Okay, let me check it. Actually, let me check that here fh dot close. Okay, fh dot close, file save. Let us run it. Now see that I will explain you what does close mean. Okay, see that when I did not use close function, I will explain close function. Okay, here if you open a file, so you should close the file. Okay, actually here interesting thing I'm going to explain you. See that if you are creating a file, write f.txt. Okay, so if your program is wf.py, if your program is writing something on that file, so actually if you are writing this is CS class, this is CS class, so actually it is not written directly on, this is actually hard disk, I am saying that hard disk. Okay, so this is not written directly on the file, this is actually written in buffer. What is buffer? Portion of RAM, random access memory. So आप जो लिख रहे हैं, what you are writing, it would be written in a buffer until you close the file. So if you close, thereafter this content would be written on this file. This is CS class. CS class. So that system will ensure that you have written all the things and you want to close. Okay. Otherwise, if you do not close it, as you can see that when I didn't close the file, and see that this fh.close, this is the function used to close a file. Okay. So if you do not close after writing, the data will not be written on file. Okay. So once again, let us see that write as this is a CS class in which we study Python programming. Python programming. Okay. So let us run it again. Okay. Let us see that the file we have created. So this one, see that this is the CS class in which we study Python programming. So if we close, so today you have been introduced by a new function which is a close function. To see that this is a good practice, this is a good practice to close a file once you write data onto a file. Okay. Close function, you can say that works you can say that save and also close. When you cut a file, so it works like this one, and save. So one should, if you have opened a file, you should close. This is a best practice. And if you are going to be a software developer, this must be in your practice. That, and if you are going to be a software developer, you will be handling a lot of files by your program, not by mouse clicking, that not. You will be handling a lot of files through your program. It may be C, C++, Java, Python, PHP, whatever language. They all provide file handling. And if you are going to be a software developer, you will be handling a file a lot. But basic concept is, you can say that in all languages are the same. Open, write, read some data, write onto that file, append data, binary file, this kind of file you will be having during your software development. Okay. So please tell me, have you understood about write data? The same pattern. Thereafter I will.
Yes, sir.
Very good, Arushi. Have you understood?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So fh.write. As I said that if you want to manipulate a file, So file handle is necessary. If you want to write data onto file, so you will be using file handle dot any function. You can see that to write data, to close function, to close a file, you will be using file handle. Okay. Now it's 10:41. I'm going to leave you. So if you have any doubt, so ping in my personal one. Okay. So in the next class, we will also learn about write lines, another function. So Jai Hind everyone. See you in the next class. I'm going to end the class. So see you in the next class.
Jai Hind, sir.
Jai Hind beta.
And so.
Jai Hind beta.